Welcome to American Dream TV, Houston edition. I'm your host, Allison Sewell, and today we're going to do a little tour through the Heights, and I'm going to take you on a field trip to visit one of my favorite renovation specialists, Bullet Hoof Homes.
The Houston Heights was developed in the 1890s by Oscar Martin Carter. It was chosen because of its proximity to downtown Houston. His vision was to be the first planned community intended for the middle class. Most of its home consists of 1,000-square-foot bungalows that still stand today.
Hey, hey!
How are you?
Good, how are you doing? Y'all look great. Oh, the room looks awesome. So guys, tell me a little bit about how this all began. What drove you to get here? What made you, have this passion for historical homes and preservation in our city?
Complete accident. Several years ago, purchased a historic home in a historic district and had no idea what I had gotten myself into. Reached out to builders, architects, realtors, anybody that could, help me because I was, in way over my head and couldn't find anybody that would take over the project. And I was like, okay, well, I've got to work
Sink or
myself.
swim.
Yeah, sink or swim. As fate would have it, Tommy was building in Austin. Let me reach out, see what he thinks, and let's figure this out.
So there, Bullet Hoof was born. Here we are years later, and you have this incredible reputation in Houston, especially with the Houston Heights and the historical district. Not only are you out there preserving homes that are already standing, but if there's ever a home that's, being moved or that has to be torn down, you go into that home and you try to salvage everything possible that you can, bring it back here to your shop, repurpose it, and then either build a home out of these old materials or use it and incorporate it into some of your other projects.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Tommy Vanahil, here we are back at Lemonade Cottage. Much different than the shape that we found it in, right? When we found this house, I fell in love with it and asked you guys to personally renovate it to be my home. There was a huge wall here and it just kind of closed off the kitchen from the living room, and you tore down this wall and you found the original chimney.
We reused the shiplap to rebuild the peninsula, and in doing so, we discovered this beautiful fireplace, which we exposed, and it's a feature. It serves no purpose other than to be beautiful.
So something that I just absolutely had to have is wavy glass windows. They are so beautiful to me and they can't be replicated. So Tommy, why don't they make these windows anymore?
They put lead in them, unfortunately, but they're hand rolled, so you get the waves, you get the imperfections. Sometimes you'll see little dots or eyes in them. That to me is what, that's what the character is the imperfections, the inconsistency in the rolled glass, and you just can't get it.
Yeah, that's what made this house so special, is because it had all the original windows, which is rare. So another thing about this house is that whenever we tore up the tile in this kitchen, we had no idea this wood was down here. And you can see all the little imperfections of through the past 100 years, but that's what makes it beautiful, because they're not perfect. They tell a story.
What we do at Bullet Hoof is we take my expertise in modernizing the home, keeping the historic elements. I think you can really do some cool stuff. So yeah, that's what we're all about.
Thank you for joining me today as we learn more about historical renovations here in the Houston Heights, a place that I call home, and I can't wait to see you next time on the American Dream TV.